Welcome to NAB Show 2024.
The preeminent event for the entire media and broadcast industry.
Right here in Las Vegas.
Hello, here we are at NAB 2024 with Jeremy Young at Atomos. Jeremy,
Yes.
How's the first day of NAB?
Yeah, hectic. We just got ready in time because we've got so much to show that we're just getting it all prepared. Yeah, super exciting.
An amazing stand you have this year.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, well, we've been working hard for a couple of years and on some new products, the Ninja Phone and the Sun Dragon, which is a brand new way to do lighting. It's not anything that anyone else has seen before, and we're using our kind of electronic and kind of advanced technology to bring that to what has been a pretty stagnant kind of LED panel light world. So very excited about that product.
And what are the prospective use cases for those products?
Yeah, so I love HDR. Whenever you see an HDR shot video, you're just enamored by it, you know, and as someone who's trained in kind of technical video analysis, you know, with your eye, you can't help but be drawn to it. You know, it's like a moth to a flame type of thing. And so we've been pushing HDR since, I think, 2013 when we saw Dolby Vision's monitor, which was just ridiculously bright and amazing, and the colors were intense, and we went away and researched, and we invented the first kind of backlights for professional products in monitoring that allowed you to see the extra dynamic range that, and when I say dynamic range, people say that, but what does it mean? Extra brightness range. So your eye can see a lot more brightness than the screens could give you, and the sensors could capture it, but the screens couldn't show it. So we helped bring the screen to the level that you could see like the eye sees. So you get the highlights and the shadows, and it looks amazing. Lighting, when you light something, so at night, HDR shooting is really easy, captured really well. When you're out in the sunlight, the cameras work really well. You get a lot of HDR naturally from the sun hitting you and lots of bright kind of sparkles everywhere. But as soon as you go into a studio or the clouds go away, the first thing the production companies do is light, which floods the scene with one level of light. That is not good for HDR. So we haven't got the benefit of HDR that our phones can show us, that our TVs can show us, because half or even more of the shooting done is still done with this flat brightness range because they're lighting it. So we've invented a flexible strip light, which I have right here. And this can be bent and shaped to any angle. You see it on the bike here, we're trying to show off, but where it can go into nooks and crannies, and it's fully adjustable along the length of the strip. It's a 16-foot strip or a 5-meter strip, and you can put it in places you could never get a light before, which means you can also nuance now creatively light and shadow a shot for HDR. And that lets you be more creative and get a much more vivid and saturated result in your shooting.
Excellent. And with regards to Atomos, where would you say you are positioned in the media, broadcast and entertainment industries?
So we're at the top of the social influencers when they move up to a nice camera. That's why we brought them the Ninja Phone, which connects a Nikon, Canon, Sony, Panasonic, Fuji to the professional monitoring world. And they're used to using their phone, so I thought I'd give them the phone to use as their screen. There's a Ninja app that runs that, and that allows those influencers to step into a professional camera but not get away from their phone. And we think it's going to be, well, already the people using it are saying, yeah, this is fantastic. I can move to a nice camera and I don't have to become a camera operator, which is a big barrier for people. These cameras they're machines, right? They're heavy machines, and they need to know how to use them. It takes them a while to do that. Then pro video, we're right in the core of it. The workhorse of video production, the event videographers, the corporate videographers, the theatre production video recording, things that happen that your family or your friends want to capture and you pay for, they all use Atomos products. And then in the broadcast and entertainment industries, we're at the lower end of that. So NBC, CNN, they have us in their run and gun teams in the field, or they have us in their drone team, or they have us in specific parts of the equation, and we're really happy with that because we can add a lot of value with our functionality, and more the connectivity of wireless and streaming that then conforms back to the better files that we record on the Ninjas and Shoguns are very beneficial for their workflows. Speeding things up, working faster, working smarter, reducing costs, and that's where we fit into the broadcast area.
And talking of those benefits, what are you seeing as the trends that are unfolding in the industry right now?
I think there's a big hangover from the COVID boom in video that happened, and a lot of companies kind of over-ordered, sitting on a lot of stock. I think the channel's been hit very hard, where they've had to kind of absorb some mistakes by the manufacturers, which they weren't used to because they were pretty, stellar managers of their business, especially the bigger companies. And I think you're seeing that with the evolution of phones and automated processing of video, as in the image processing is getting much better, that the gap between a consumer device and a professional device is shrinking. And therefore, the professional world feels like it's going away, but it's not. Because what's happening is a lot of, the lion's share of creatives coming into this industry are coming from phones. But then they realize, oh, that shot's better. How come that influencer's stuff is better than my stuff? I'm using the best phone, how come it's not? And they go, oh, it's because he's using an awesome Canon lens or a Nikon lens or a full frame sensor together with this lens combination. So they step into that world. It's like becoming, it's becoming a professional. It's going from consumer stuff to professional stuff. And the consumer stuff, for example, with our Ninja phone, we encode ProRes, send it into the phone decodes it, puts it on the screen, encodes H.265 to the disk, they're both recorded to the disk, and sends it out at the same time. That's a great use of consumer tech. But if we didn't take it from the camera and encode it into ProRes and give it to the phone first, and then write the app to control it properly, then that wouldn't be a solution for the world, right? So it's our professional knowledge that's linking the two together. The next thing is the automation of video. People call it AI. I don't like to use the term AI, I like automation. Because it's just all these little stupid tasks you have to do all the time, Right. You need it in your life, it's, I have to do that again. And, videographers are exactly like that. Click, 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 so let's get a computer to do that and then go and shoot better stuff. So our focus is we now connect lights to our products to automate them. So not only are we releasing the Sundragon flexible strip light, that is perfect in color and brightness representation. It's 99% across the board in all the metrics, whereas even Arian like 95 and 93. So we've really done a good job on that part of the kind of technical equation, which we like to do. And then the next part of it is controlling it from the Ninjas and Shoguns. Means our current customers can buy these, and now they don't have to run to the light, change it, come back and look at the image, or carry the Ninja with them while they're trying to do it. So it's just automation. That's what simplification, that's what tech is really good at, so that they're free to do what they should be doing, which is giving a better result to their customer.
All very fantastic, Jeremy. Anything else you want to share with us that you're showcasing here at the show this year?
Well, no, just probably to go through, the Ninja phone, I think it's a revolution, $399. You get it's for the 15 Pro and Pro Max. It's in HD, straight from the camera. The masters are all still on the camera. It gives you the OLED amazing screen, 2:1 contrast ratio, 1600 nits. It's the best screen on the planet. I mean, you can see it right here. It just looks amazing. That's the best screen for monitoring video ever. Ours are probably 2 or 3% down on that in the other line of product. But no, this is billions of dollars of investment by Apple. Right. And we're able to use it now. And it's a ProRes product, which we have spent so many years refining and making, an industry standard. And Apple's fully supportive of it. When I came back to the company, I was away for a couple of years. I went to Apple, I said, I want to do this. They're like, oh, it's so good to have you back. and those, those ideas, I hope for the creatives, they give them a chance to kind of dream, step up, maybe aspire a bit more. What more can you ask for in life? It's $399 US. Doesn't break the bank. The other part is the lights. That automation is really important to me. The simplification of I watched when I was a kid, in the industry, 22. It's my 25th NAB this year. Crazy,
wow.
crazy.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. I know, it's like I'm turning 25. That'd be good. So you look at everything that's going on, and if we can help them not carry, this is only 2 kilos, hold that. And that's with all the power supplies and everything.
It's really
impressive. Actually 1.6 kilos. But so it's really light, and whereas this is equivalent to a full carry light. So we're trying to do better for you, and we really want to make sure that it's affordable. So this is $9.99, most affordable light like this.
All very exciting what's happening. Thank you so much for sharing, Jeremy.
No problem.
Have a great show.
Good to talk.